Alright, hello everyone, Luke for Smith here, and this is going to be another quickie reading. It is Saturday, the 20th of February 2021. Recording rather late tonight, it's like 11:20 in the PM over in the UK. This article is going to be about Null, in other words, Gosh of a Moon. A bit of a backstory. He was, I think he still is, a member, I think the owner of the Kiwi farms, and he tries to help Chris, but I don't think he helps him anymore. So I don't know if this is a white knight or just a regular guy trying to point Chris in the right direction. However, he's not doing any good because Chris never learns. So this is going to be about Null. So we're going to start for the quotes, 3 of them. I systematically dismantled all those people taking advantage of him. Now was Null summarising Operation Kingsnake. And another one, oh my goodness, you are so handsome and cute, and that was Chris in May 2018 receiving help from Null. And last quote of this section, even a look into Null's eyes reveals his demonic influence. That was Chris in November 2019, having been brainwashed by Jacob Sockness into believing Null is evil. We still need to read into Jacob Sockness, but that won't be until possibly next month. I heard that it's a bit of a long one. So, Joshua Moon, or better known as his online alias Null, is a current owner of Kiwi farms. Okay, so he is actually the owner. Okay. For some reason I thought he left being an owner and went on to something else, but current one. During the spring of 2018, Null began acting as Chris's volunteer advisor. Oh, okay, so he was not like a white knight, just like an advisor to Chris, helping him by filtering his email messages to read out green messages from legitimate business dealings. Okay, so that was alright of him, I suppose. As well as offering advice such as warning Chris not to invade people's personal space at other conventions after Chris's behaviour had gotten him kicked out of too many games. I've already read too many games, that is in the quickie reading playlist I made. He had felt motivated to assist Chris after learning that the idea guys had scammed Chris out of enough money to put him at risk of losing his home. Like everyone who has tried to help Chris, Null has since given up. Okay, yeah, I thought as much. Pretty much given up on him. So we got 7 sections here, and we got a subsection. So let's just bring up this basically information. Name: Joshua Connor Moon, also known as Null, was born on the 19th of December 1992. He's 28. Male, American, white, owner of the Kiwi farms, ex-bodyguard. There's basically a photo of him right here. Okay, ownership of the Kiwi farms. I started hosting the Quickie forums in 2013. After Bob died, trolling Chris was particularly, well, before Bob died, trolling Chris was particularly funny, but after Bob died, it has become less funny and more miserable every goddamn year. And that was Null on Chris's current day trolls, which is true. I mean, but before Bob died, is like, it's a laugh trying to troll him. But afterwards, it just got really depressing and sad all the time. It's like Chris kept digging himself into a deep hole that he couldn't get out of by financially and mentally and physically. So yeah, it just got really depressing after he died, and it kind of spiraled out of control. Main article: Kiwi farms, another one I plan to read one day. Previously existing as a Chris focus message board in various iterations, in February 2015 the Quickie forums was considered consolided into the Kiwi farms, shifting focus away from just Chris, as the board had expanded its horizons to other potential locales. Null is the current owner of the site, although it has often referred to Chris as a dead cow, and largely shifted its focus to moderating the other boards. Until 2018, he rarely interacted directly with Chris. Fundraiser. In 2014, after Chris accidentally burnt his house down, Null sympathised as he himself has suffered a house site in his youth. He organised a fundraiser on the forum that resulted in several $100 worth of supplies being sent to him as a care package for Chris to get on his feet again, as the remainder of the amount sent as a money order. Mistakenly thinking that the money order was signed incorrectly and thus rendered useless, Chris insulted Null by calling him a dildo brain or a dodo brain on Facebook. In 2017, Chris piled on by tweeting, "Null is a dull lol." So yeah, we're gonna show these packages right here. I'm gonna go through them as we go. This is only a short one. This is the care package and the items there. It's basically the FedEx box and the package of items here. We've got some gift cards for food, a check there, and a letter from Null. Shame it doesn't have a picture of what the letter said, but it was I think it was like Chris Can that sent that took that picture, and this Null sent one, took a picture. I'm not quite sure. Involvement with the guard dogs. Main article, guard dogs. Another article needs reading. Null pushed to have the idea guys investigated for the alleged extortion and blackmailing of Chris. For a time, Null assisted Chris by screening his messages to separate reams and trolls emails from legitimate business dealings. So he's basically separating the wheat from the chaff. The other guard dogs has vouched for Null to Chris, who rationalised the inclusion of Null, whom he would have considered a troll at any other point in time due to his ownership of Kiwi farms. By playing make-believe that Stan Smith, a character from American Dad, had vouched for Null as well. I got another quote. When Chris first started messaging me, he said that Stan Smith from American Dad. Did I say American Guy? I'm mixing it up with Family Guy because it's basically the same thing, roughly. Said that I was somehow affiliated with the FBI CIA, which I think is entirely his head canon. If you wonder why I'm a big softie with Chris, there's a good example, and that was Null. Chris's communication with Null got off to a rocky start. Null tried to avoid the subject of Chris's delusions, as he did not want to further damage Chris's mental state, but Chris insisted in bringing up the matter. Null was subsequently horrified by what he had learned about Chris's deteriorating psyche. Another quote, he is utterly convinced fictional characters are real. I can't approach the topic with him at all. The first thing he asked me when we started talking was if I believed in the alternative dimensions, and I said no. He got very mad and started describing his adventures, and I had to walk back into it by saying I can only speak on experience. That was Null again. Shortly after beginning talks with Null, Chris drew a art piece of him as a My Little Pony character to show appreciation of his guard dog related efforts in May 2018, and followed Kiwi Farm's Twitter account a few days later. The drawing features Chris calling Null handsome and cute in spite of the best ever efforts of the guard dogs. Chris However, Chris continued to hold many of the Idea Guys based delusions to his heart as he allegedly, there's no D in that, eagerly, there we go, as he eagerly anticipated the dimensional merge and his role in it. We've got some pony art, drawing Chris sent to Null. Note how uncomfortable Null's persona looks after Chris hits on him. So we're gonna have a look at this picture. Obviously this is Null, obviously the Kiwi on it, and that's Chris Clan thing. Yeah, to go to the moon, and this was dated the 30th of May 2018. Yeah. Okay. And also please note he is a man in his almost 40s, and he draws like a child. So yeah. Let me go back down. Disillusionment with Chris. However, despite efforts from Null and the other guard dogs, Chris still managed to bumble his way into the embrace of trolls such as the Team Toon Squad. In addition, Chris constantly tried to steer conversations towards his fantasies as a distraction from reality that the guard dogs would bring up. As seen in Guard Dog Chats, Null was eventually alienated by his behaviour and walked away from Chris. On the 25th of August 2019, Chris, during his phase of role playing as Magichan. Wow, that was 2019. I thought that was last year. Oh no, because he started like role playing as Sonichu last year. Okay, this must be in 2019 then, obviously. Attempted to get back in contact with Null, though Chris got upset and rage quit when Null refused to entertain his delusions. I've got a few more quotes here. Chris sent me some of that shit out of the blue, and he immediately got upset and shut up after I addressed him as Chris instead of Magichan. Every single time I see this ludicrous faggot shit he is doing, it's like losing Terry Davis again. It makes me so fucking sad. And that was Null again. Months later, when the Kiwi Farms user wondered if Null would be intervening with Jacob Sognus during that saga, Null retaliated his stance that he had washed his hands on Chris. I'm not doing that shit. Stop tagging me into the Chris board. I don't care. And that was Null again. Chris turns against Null. We already got a quote on this. Even Null will be cowering before judgment of the god deities, including Kristen West and Chandler Sonichu herself. And that was a newish quote. Chris, June 2020, during his phase of role playing as Sonichu. In November 2019, Sockness' intent on manipulating Chris to trust only him manipulated Null to Null to Chris, telling Chris that Null was a murderer and accused him of being the devil in human flesh. While Sockness had been given validations into Chris's dimensional merge's beliefs, Chris easily took his word on Null, who only given help based on reality and refused to entertain Chris's fantasies during the time as a guard dog. Chris then took to Twitter to degenerate Null and the Kiwi Farms among his quotes. And I think all this blue stuff is Chris Clan Twitter tweets. It's going to be hard to read it because it's Chris Clan speak. I personally attest and confirm to those things against the farms and I can spat on the screen, there we go, and Null. I am well aware that not everyone on the farms is evil, but but I still see genuine good people on amongst the remainder. Even a look into Null's eyes reveals his demonic influence, even photographed. But at this point and juncture, I feel that it's time that I step up and finally begin the process of taking down the Kiwi farms for good. Everyone with genuine good in your hearts, I implore you to leave the site, to leave the web farm for good. The time of downfall in these sets of events is upon us. I stand with the good people in deity level light power to take down the evils Null has been trying to bring to influence upon everyone. The lives those taken by his influence shall not be lost in vain. Null troll us no more. Lightning bolt, heart, lightning bolt. Look, I understand how this affects y'all, the good peoples. I am not blind to that, but which is why I'm encouraging all of you to ditch the Kiwi farms and escape Null's detective grasp. Don't let yourself continue to be linked to this stew of murderous links and malations. ... defending the earths from the likes of Null and Jakova. Lightning heart, lightning bolt. Chris further stated Pony Null would die in the directional work. Fucking hell. And noting that the idea guys would live. We've got another tweet here. I have reread and meditated on this event. I can confirm Sockner's assertion that the trolls will not survive the merge, as their OCs will be wiped out. Happens to the self counterparts of the haters and the very bad people of 1218, as they are associated in this one distant troll city. All neutral good trolls will remain unaffected, as well as a few select bad trolls and their haters and haters, as well as fated as they are fated to continue for future judgment and retribution, such as the idea guys and Boyd paying back what they extorted. I do confirm that not of a disease, but a fated event literally took out Null's Equestria Pony OC and self counterparts, even though drawn by my hand some time ago. This happened beyond my own control among the bulk of the haters, and Null will not survive. Okay, we've got some gallery shots here. I could bring them up. There's nothing much here. See also Kiwi Farms and Guard Dogs and Idea Guys. I've already done the Idea Guys, so Kiwi Farms and Guard Dogs will be at a later date. So Chris follows Kiwi Farms and Null appears as a bonus page for Sonic 12-9. So let's go here. Yep, it's basically his page, and he follows him Kiwi Farms there. This page is not active anymore. He has got a new page, and this one is the front cover. Be kind to each other and keep a happy thought. Zap it up. So there you go, and there's Null right there. It's like Chris Clan and someone else. That's some Chris Clan thing. I don't know what that is. Some pony shit down there. And this was in 2018. Okay. Wow. That was it. That was it for the Null quickie reading. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I keep it under 20 minutes. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time in another video.